Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video I'll be going over the Washington Commanders' first injury report of the 2023 regular season. So injury updates on Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, and some practice clips from them, and talking about Jamison Crowder as well, and the team captains. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well so you never miss a video. It would really help out the channel, and hey, it's right before the season, so you might as well do it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll first start with the injury updates, and then some clips and everything, and later on we'll get into captains and Crowder as well. So this is the big stuff. So Terry McLaurin was limited today. Chase Young was also limited. Dax Milne was a DNP. Benjamin St-Juste was full, and then Logan Thomas wasn't on the report. And then same thing with Kendall Fuller. So hey, those guys are good to go. Don't have to worry about them. Dax Milne, DNP, and this is why I think they signed Jamison Crowder. I talked about it in yesterday's video. And then you got Benjamin St-Juste, he's full, so he's good to go with that ankle injury he was dealing with. Chase Young and Terry limited. I don't know, Chase is waiting for a doctor thing to see if he can go, and Terry, I think he's probably going to try to fight through it. I honestly think so. I'm going to go through some of the quotes from Terry and Chase Young. They talked to the media today, so I'll go ahead and go through that. But basically, Terry said he's good to go. He said that's my plan. He's gonna try to fight through it, which might be wise, might not be. He is a fighter. There's no doubt about it. You can't complain about he's not he's weak or whatever, because he's played through injuries before. 2 high ankle sprains, he played through that, and he's just a fighter, man. So if he can't play, it's because he truly can't, or because the team isn't gonna let him. And I wouldn't mind if he missed one game, because again, he's dealing with that turf toe, and another week could be huge for his recovery. And then Chase Young says he's ready to go and hopes to play Sunday. So a little bit different there, but basically similar. He said that's my plan and I'm ready to go. And there's another medical checkup, so might not be reliant, it might not be his choice, and there might be some nerve damage there, nerve stuff that might be a little bit more sensitive, and maybe that's why he's not going to be able to play. I hope he does, though, because they need him. The D-line depth is not great right now with Efe Obada and Phidarian Mathis out. So Chase Young, we need him to play. If not week 1, definitely for week 2. So hopefully he's back soon, and I'm really hoping he is for sure. And that's kind of the injury update stuff. Good thing that Logan Thomas out. Magic Johnson was there at practice. But yeah, great that Logan and Kendall Fuller are off the injury report. Don't have to worry about him at all. And Terry and Chase Young were both out there, I believe, wearing pads. Terry definitely was, and Chase was out there while they were doing pads. So that is great for sure. Again, though, limited right now. If they were DNPs, that's a little bit okay. Maybe you'd feel a little bit worried. But if it was Terry, I wouldn't be that worried, because you need rest for that. But let's show the clip, actually. Terry was running through real quick. Let's go ahead and show it. I mean, yeah, it's zoomed out a little bit, so it might be hard to see, but there he is, about to run, and he might not look 100%, but again, this is also just they're kind of walking through things here, so you can't really tell the guys that are 100 or whatever, but he looks okay here. He looks like he could play. Maybe not 100%, but probably 80%. So maybe he'll get to 85, 90% by the game, and another week would probably get him to 100 though. So that's the thing, or close to 100. That's what they have to think about. But he looks solid, and I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped for Sunday. I think Jahan, though, whatever happens, even if Terry's playing, I think Jahan's going off week 1. And if Terry's not playing, Jahan's definitely going off and going for over 100 and a touchdown. I'll put a bet on that for sure. Let's see some other updates. Talking about Chase Young and pads. Let's go over. Here's Crowder. So there's Crowder in 83. All the comments are saying give him 80. Curtis Hodge is 80. Yeah, Curtis Hodge does not need 80. Give it to Jamison Crowder. But great to see him back. And no one here on the team was with him. A lot of the guys, at least offensively. I'm trying to think who was. Tress Way was there while he was here. And then what's his name? Kendall Fuller was for sure. And then maybe Jonathan Allen. I think Jonathan Allen overlapped with him. Deron Payne might have for a year, but I don't think so. But I know Allen, I think, because we drafted Allen in 17, Payne in 18, And Crowder's been off the team. He was with the Bills in 21, or Bills in 22, Jets in 21 and 20. So 19, I think, was his last season here, and I think that checks out. So he probably overlapped with Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, and then Jeremy Reeves might have been here on a practice squad. Not completely sure, but not a lot of old faces for him to come back to, and definitely not on the offensive side of the ball. But love that he's back. He's on the practice squad, which I kind of said that would happen yesterday. I said he's probably going to go on the practice squad and work his way up. He could be an early call-up. He could get called up for this game and return, especially if Dax Milne is out. He has returned punts a lot in the past, and people did point out in the comments of my video yesterday that he was shaking at times, and I low-key forgot about that, but now remembering it, like, yeah, there was times, especially in his last couple years here, that he bobbled a little bit too much for my liking, but he is more explosive than Dax. Maybe not a ton more explosive at this point in his career, but still more explosive than Dax, and hopefully he's reliable, and that's fine if he can do that for a couple games while Dax is recovering, and also maybe contribute as a receiver, because he might not know the offense, but he's been in this league for a while. He'll probably be able to pick it up, and he's a vet. He'll be able to play solid, and he'll be able to contribute more than someone like Mitchell Tinsley or some other guys like Casimir Allen that are on the practice squad, stuff like that. But yeah, man, super hyped that Jamison Crowder's back. I think he could be a little bit of an asset midway through the season if he's still on the roster. And real quick, a word from our sponsor. And a huge shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. BetUS is the leading online sports betting company. They've got every sport you can imagine that you can bet on: football, baseball, basketball, soccer. They even got cricket. They got college football. You can do live bets, parlays, and futures as well. And you got, Thursday night football, which is coming up in basically a day. You got the Lions and the Chiefs. And then on Sunday, you got the Commanders and Cardinals. If you want to bet on that, if you think the Commanders are going to win by 7 or more, you can bet on them on that and make some money. Joshua Dobbs is starting, so could be a rough one for the Cardinals. If you use my link in the description, you can get 125% first time deposit match. So if you put in 100, you get $225 back. And yeah, man, the NFL season's about to start, so go ahead and check out my link. And of course, as usual, bet responsibly. Okay, so real quick, the captains, 0 surprises. So offense, you got Sam Howell and Terry. Defensive side, you got Jonathan Allen and Kendall Fuller. And safety, you got Reeves and Tressway. Seems like, so they got 6 captains? Seems like a little bit less than normal. I feel like they had 3 last year. I think they had Carson Wentz, Terry, and Charles Leno, if I remember correctly, and maybe even Logan Thomas as well. And then on defense, they had Allen. They might have had Fuller as well. And then I'm pretty sure Cole Holcomb was a captain. So maybe they were doing a few, a little bit fewer guys this year. Nothing right there that they had. None of the guys I disagree with. I mean, Sam Howell, he's a quarterback. If your quarterback's not the captain, is not one of the captains, I think that's a little concerning. It's almost all the quarterbacks are captains except for Desmond Ridder, who was not voted a captain. And if I'm a Falcons fan, am I super concerned? No, but I'm pretty concerned because almost everyone gets voted captain. So if you're not a captain as a quarterback, especially in your second year, a little concerning. But hey, good to see Sam is a captain. And then Terry, of course, nothing crazy about that one. Jonathan Allen, expected. Kendall Fuller, he might not be a vocal guy, but he's a guy that a lot of people look up to. He's been in the league for a while, and he has been really solid for a while. So definitely think he's a solid captain. They got Jeremy Reeves and Tressway as a special teams guys. That's great. So Allen's been a captain 5 years, which means he gets a gold patch. Good for him. Mclaurin, this is his 4th year being a captain, and then this is Howell's and Reeves' first time as a captain. So shout out to those guys. Great that Jeremy Reeves is a captain, and add another thing that he's been able to, add to his resume the last, year or so. That's huge for him. Pro Bowl, All-Pro, and now a captain. That's huge for him. So yeah, injury update, nothing crazy. Tomorrow, I'm assuming it's a lot of the same thing, and then Friday's when we get the statuses. So I can already feel like I can guess it. Benjamin St. Juste will play. Dax Milne will either be he'll probably be out for the game, maybe like doubtful or questionable. I think Chase and Terry will both be questionable. There's a chance Chase is cleared. Like if he's cleared, like the doctor clears him, then he could be, you know, just full and be ready to go. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace.